everyone, welcome back to the Chill English channel. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. Today, we're going on a little trip to the supermarket.
That's right, we're taking you shopping with us so you can learn natural English phrases people use while buying groceries.
Real-life English, just like you'll hear it every day. So, Sophia, do you have the shopping list?
Yup, I wrote it down this morning. Let's see, we need milk, eggs, bread, fruit, vegetables, rice, and a few snacks.
Sounds like a full cart. Okay, we're just walking into the supermarket now. What's the first thing we usually hear when we enter?
Usually, you'll hear something like, "Welcome to Fresh Mart," or "Hi there, how are you today?"
Right. You can just smile and say, "Hi, I'm good, thank you," or "Thanks, just looking around."
Good start. Now let's grab a shopping cart. What's the British word for that, Jake?
Trolley. In the UK, they say shopping trolley. Well, in the US, people say shopping cart.
Nice little difference there. Okay, let's start in the dairy section. Here's a question you might ask an employee. "Excuse me, where can I find the milk?"
Or, "Could you tell me where the eggs are?" Using could you sounds polite and natural.
Exactly. Okay, we've sound the milk. Jake, do you want whole milk or skimmed?
Let's go with whole milk. It tastes better in coffee.
All right. Next, eggs. Do you want a dozen?
Yep, a dozen means 12 eggs. You can also say, "I'll take a dozen, please."
Perfect. Now, let's move to the bakery section. Here's where you can use another useful phrase. Do you bake your bread fresh every day?
That's a nice one. Or, if you want a specific type, you can ask, "Do you have whole wheat bread?"
Let's grab a loaf of whole wheat bread then. Okay, fruit section next. What should we get?
Apples, bananas, and maybe some oranges.
Great. Here's a good tip. When you're not sure about fruit or vegetables, you can ask, "Is this ripe?" Or, "How do I know if this is ready to eat?"
Yeah, like with avocados. You might say, "Are these avocados ripe?" That's a question native speakers ask all the time.
Totally. And if the staff helps you, don't forget to say, "Thank you so much," or "Thanks, I appreciate it."
Politeness always makes you sound more confident. Okay, now we're at the vegetables. Let's get some tomatoes and lettuce.
Sure. Here's a little mini dialogue you might hear. Customer, "Excuse me, how much are the tomatoes?" Staff, "They're $2 per pound." Customer, "Great. I'll take 2 pounds, please."
That's perfect practice. Notice how the conversation stays short, but polite.
Exactly. English in supermarkets is all about small, quick interactions, simple questions, and clear answers.
Okay, moving on to the rice aisle. There are so many options. Brown rice, white rice, basmati, jasmine.
You can ask, "What's the difference between these?" Or, "Which one is the most popular?"
I like that. It's a natural way to start a short conversation with staff.
And it helps you learn vocabulary, too. For example, basmati rice is long grain, and brown rice is healthier but takes longer to cook.
Great little fact. Okay, next up is snacks.
Ah, my favorite part. Chips, cookies, and chocolate. Dangerous, but delicious.
Here's another useful question. Are there any discounts today? Or is this on sale?
Yes, that's something people often say. On sale means cheaper than usual.
You might also hear buy one, get one free, which means if you buy one item, you get another at no cost.
Right. And don't forget, half off means 50% discount.
English shopping phrases can save you money too.
That's true. All right, our cart's getting full. We've got milk, eggs, bread, fruit, vegetables, rice, and snacks.
Perfect. Next, we'll head to the checkout counter. And that's where you'll hear even more useful English.
Exactly. In the next part, we'll show you how to talk at the cashier, how to ask about bags, and how to make small talk while paying.
All right, we're at the checkout counter now. There's a small line, so we'll wait a bit. This is a good chance to listen to what people usually say here.
Yeah. At the checkout, you'll hear short and polite exchanges like, "Hi, how are you?" or "Did you find everything okay?"
Right. When the cashier says that, you can respond with, "Yes, thank you," or "Yes, everything's great." Simple and friendly.
If you couldn't find something, you can say, "Actually, I was looking for example, actually, I was looking for peanut butter. Do you sell it?"
Nice example. Oh, look, the line's moving. We're next.
Okay, here's a realistic conversation you might have when you pay. The cashier says, "Hi there. Did you find everything you needed?"
And you say, "Yes, thank you." Then they ask, "Would you like a bag?"
You can reply, "Yes, please. How much are the bags?"
The cashier might say, "They're 10 cents each." And you answer, "Okay, I'll take 2."
That's a polite and typical conversation at checkout. Always remember to use please and thank you. It sounds warm and respectful.
And "would you like" is a great polite phrase. Would you like a receipt? Or would you like a paper or plastic bag?
Your answers can be short, "Yes, please," or "No, thanks." Simple and natural.
Sometimes cashiers make small talk while scanning your items. They might say, "It's really busy today," or "I like this brand of cookies."
You can reply with something friendly like, "Yes, it's always busy on weekends," or "Oh, me too, they're delicious."
These small conversations make you sound confident and friendly in English.
And when it's time to pay, you'll hear, "That'll be $25.50.
Then you can say, "Can I pay by card?" or "I'll pay in cash." Both are very common.
If you're using a card, they might say, "You can insert or tap your card. Just follow the instructions on the machine."
And when the payment is done, they'll usually say, "Here's your receipt," or "Would you like your receipt in the bag?"
You can say, "Yes, please," or "No, thanks, I don't need it."
After that, always end with something nice like, "Thank you. Have a great day."
Or, "Thanks, you too." That's the perfect polite ending for checkout conversations.
Okay, we've paid and got our bags. Now let's walk outside.
You know, a lot of people get nervous when they have to talk to cashiers or store workers in English. But most of the time, it's just short and friendly phrases.
Exactly. You don't need perfect grammar, just a polite tone and a smile. For example, "Excuse me, where can I find milk?" Or, "Could you help me with the self-checkout?"
That's a good one. Self-checkout means you scan and pay by yourself. You might hear, "Please scan your first item," or "Please place your item in the bagging area."
Yes, and if there's an issue, you can say, "Excuse me, I need some help," and an employee will assist you.
Super useful. Now, let's talk about some extra vocabulary people might hear in a supermarket.
Sure. How about "on sale"? That means something is cheaper than usual. For example, "These apples are on sale today."
And buy one, get one free. That's a common offer. You'll see it written as BOGO.
Oh, and clearance means the store is trying to sell old products at a big discount.
Right. Clearance items are usually found on special shelves or near the back.
Here's another, "out of stock." That means the store doesn't have that item at the moment.
You can ask, "Excuse me, is this out of stock?" Or, "Do you know when it will be available again?"
And don't forget expiration date. That's the date when food is no longer good to eat.
Yes, always check it before buying things like milk or yogurt. You can say, "Could you check the expiration date, please?" if you're unsure.
Another useful term is brand. That means the company name of a product, like Coca-Cola or Kellogg's.
So you can ask, do you have this in another brand? Or which brand do you recommend?
These small words really help make your shopping experience smoother.
And when you go often, you start remembering the layout. Dairy section, bakery, frozen foods, produce, and so on.
True. So next time you go shopping, try using these phrases out loud. Even if it's just saying, "Excuse me, where is the bread section?" It's great practice.
Exactly. Real English happens in real life, and supermarkets are perfect for that.
Okay, Jake, now that we've finished shopping, let's go over what we bought. It's a good way to review vocabulary.
Sounds great. I got some milk, eggs, and a loaf of bread. Those are basic grocers I always buy.
I picked up some fruit, apples, bananas, and a few oranges. Oh, and I got a box of cereal, too.
Nice. You can say, "I bought" or "I picked up" when talking about what you purchased. Both are natural.
Yes. And we can also say, I ran out of something. For example, I ran out of coffee, so I bought more.
Good one. I ran out of rice last week, so I stocked up today. Stock up means to buy extra for later.
Exactly. It's useful to know those small everyday verbs. Another one is put away. When you get home, you can say, I need to put away the groceries.
Right, meaning you'll organize them in the fridge or pantry. Speaking of, pantry means the place where you store dry food.
And fridge is short for refrigerator. People almost never say the full word in daily life.
True. You'd sound much more natural saying fridge, like there's some juice in the fridge.
Okay, imagine we just got home from the store. I'd say, let's unpack the bags.
And I'd reply, "Sure, I'll put the cold stuff in the fridge first."
Great idea. You always put frozen or cold food away first.
Then we can talk about how to describe your shopping experience. For example, the supermarket was crowded today.
Or, the prices were higher than usual. That's something we all say these days.
Definitely. Another useful phrase is, "I got a good deal." It means you bought something at a good price.
You can also say, it was on sale, or I saved a few dollars. All common when talking about shopping.
And when you want to talk about quantity, use a bottle of, a loaf of, a bag of, or a bunch of, like a bunch of bananas.
Exactly. And remember, in the supermarket, you can also ask for help politely. Excuse me, could you tell me where the flour is?
Or, "Could you please show me the frozen section?" Polite questions always start with "could you" or "would you."
Yes, it's softer and sounds friendly. You'll almost always get a kind response.
Another helpful phrase is, "I'm just looking, thank you." You can use it when you don't need help right away.
Right, it's polite, but still clear. You're telling the staff you're okay.
Now, for talking about shopping habits, we can say, "I go grocery shopping once a week."
Or, I usually shop on Sundays. You can also say, I like to plan my meals before shopping.
That's smart. It helps you avoid impulse buying. Impulse buying means buying things you didn't plan to.
Yes, like grabbing chocolate at the checkout, even though it's not on your list.
Guilty. That happens to me a lot.
Same here. That's why it's good to make a shopping list before going.
You can say, "I made a list of things to buy," or "I checked off everything on my list."
And when you forget something, you can say, I forgot to buy milk, or I missed one item.
Those are great everyday sentences. The supermarket is full of practical English moments like that.
And if you want to sound even more natural, try adding expressions like, let's grab, let's pick up, or let's check. For example, let's grab some water, or let's check if this is on sale.
Those small phrases make your English sound fluent and real.
Totally. So, Jake, What's your favorite part about going to the supermarket?
Honestly, I like discovering new products. Sometimes I find interesting snacks or drinks I've never tried.
That's fun. For me, I like the fresh produce section. It's colorful and it smells nice.
True. And it's a great place to practice small talk, too. You can say, "These strawberries look fresh," or "The apples are really big today."
Exactly. Simple observations like that help build confidence in speaking English naturally.
And remember, every time you go shopping, it's a small opportunity to practice English, reading labels, asking questions, and listening to staff.
Yes, real-life English practice doesn't need a classroom. It's right there in everyday life, at the supermarket, in cafes, on the street.
So next time our listeners go shopping, they can use what we've talked about today.
Right. Ask where things are, chat politely with the cashier, and pay attention to how people speak around you.
And even if you make a small mistake, don't worry. People appreciate when you try.
That's true. Learning English is like shopping. You get better with practice, step by step.
I like that. It's all about small progress every day.
All right. I think we've covered everything from start to finish, from the shopping list to the checkout.
Yep, a full supermarket experience in English.
Thanks for joining us today. Keep practicing these phrases whenever you shop, and soon they'll feel natural.
Great job today, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now, and happy shopping!